Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, and our lecturer Linda Kazawa. First, I would like to introduce my team. My name is Nazatul Faraharisa, second Siti Atiqah, and third Fazlynda. As a university student, what we were to approach this situation when our friends have a depression. But first, let me tell you what means depression. What is depression? Depression is a mood disorder that causes a person to feel protracted sadness, tiredness, and lack of energy, irritability, and loss of interest in daily activities. The disease can affect anyone regardless of age, gender, and race. Depression can last for months or years. The main cause of depression is a problem faced by individuals that they are unable to cope with. Today, we want to talk about one of our friends who is suffering from depression. We use SWOT analysis to help them how to approach the situation.
Now, I will explain about the strengths. Strengths are in the internal factor. Firstly, family support. If she gets support from her family, they will help her to out of the depression situation. Family is important as our backbone that always be there for us. For example, she can express and share her feeling about what she went through. Secondly, awareness. The depression awareness can help her survive to be better. Someone who has experienced depression can know what they need for themselves and have own ability to survive. For example, she can face the depression symptom by herself. Thirdly, empathy. Those who experience from depression have a high level of empathy for others who suffer from the disease. In addition, they will not blame the patient because the patient also does not know that he or she is suffering from depression. For example, she can feel and put herself on other patients that had depression. Finally, religion. Religion is one of the ways that can help us to stay on the right path. Those with high spiritual support have lower level of depression. For example, she can participate in spiritual activities to prevent her from doing bad things like drug abuse. Next, I will pass to Atiqah to describe about weakness.
Now, I will explain about weaknesses. First is emotion. She always feel protected sadnesses, lost self-confidence and had difficulty to make decisions. Second, family problem. The family problem that she faced made it difficult for her to express her feeling through communication to her family. Third is poor concentration. She had to focus with her daily work because she always lost her concentration. Lastly is too much sleep. She slept excessively because she thought she could escape from thinking about the problem she was facing. For opportunities, I will pass to Faraharisa.
I will explain about opportunities. First is understanding. She had friends who understood the illness she was facing and did not regard the depression as a lack of a person. Second is experience. The experience encountered allows her to understand the situation of a person experiencing depressive symptoms. Third is make authentic friendship, able to find a true friend and accept her own shortcomings. Fourth is maturity. Maturity in facing the perspective of outsiders who do not understand what depression is.
Now, we move on to the last factor, which is traits. First, the environment. Those who suffer from depression may have difficulty to adapt with the environment because people today still have low knowledge about depression. For example, she had to adapt with her surroundings because of social stigma about depression. Second, feel shame. Those who have suffered depression will be ashamed to meet people because they think depression is mental illness. Depression is a disease that requires long-term treatment and not mental illness that does not have a cure. For example, she was embraced to face the reality of life by meet people around her. Third, pessimistic. Patient depression will tend to do the bad things because they always have negative mind. For example, she will do bad things without thinking long. Lastly, toxic people. There are some people who are unaware of this depressive disease and like to punish. They will say that people with this depression have no faith in themselves. For example, she will lose her self-confidence to face the reality of life.
In the nutshell, society needs to awareness about depression and together help them to overcome their illness. Depression is not a joke, but it is a society illnesses. So as a human, we need to take these things seriously. So that's all for our presentation about depression. Thank you.